The safety you need and the fun you want. There's space for every fun in the Toyota Starlet.
iDiskiTV, powered by World Sports Betting, iDiskiTimes.co.za. Stellenbosch 0, Orlando Pirates 2. Mdlalo Betway Premiership, match day 27. Siyasi Kukumbela, Betway Premiership. Yellow season, ka 2025-2026. On the previous video, there's a guy on Twitter, a very close friend of mine, is a Pagani. Utera, he's just changed his profile.
He's changed his profile.
People are changing profile pictures. Come and see.
Temporary friends.
Lipagania, he just changed his profile.
He's got chiefs all over his social media.
The only team that can unite Abalandil Basesoweto is Mamelodi Sundowns.
All right.
I conclude the Chiefs. The Chiefs, I think, Lord.
Cause of life. Maswanganyi, let's go to Cape Town. What's a Cape Town? Amakapa bephumile namhlanje from uMasaldana uyotsho Komar Manas, they were there to witness.
Shane my shine. Yeah, better ngapha emaphandleni go Wellington. Okhaya man. Odalio Safat no.
Yeah, ne.
Sure.
Let's get into it, Mr. Nkewu. Mandikubulise kodwa kunjani?
Sure. Masibulise Shane man. Sibambe ngazo zibini. Thank you so much. Thank you so much to everyone as well. Please make sure you are subscribed. Kudla ngochiwo ke kuthiwa kwi-boxing zi-championship rounds as. So these are championship rounds, and championship rounds require championship mentality. Let me just, before I speak about what I observed from this game, congratulations to Orlando Pirates. Well done. Well done to Orlando Pirates fans as well. They came in numbers at the Athlone Stadium. Well done to Orlando Pirates. Thoroughly deserved. You fully deserve this win. In the championship rounds, in a championship battle, you need a championship mentality. There are times when a football match does not need to be a contest. Stellenbosch was out of the game by the end of the first half. Makgopa, Maswanganyi, 45 minutes is half time. Kuyosela amanzi, kuyotyiwa ama-orange, kuyotyiwa banana, uphelele umdlalo. Now, what you want to see from Orlando Pirates is a championship mentality. Now, you can chase as many goals as possible. Yeah. Orlando Pirates have already done that. They've already beat one team 5-0 and another team 6-0. In fact, I mean, there's maybe a 5-goal swing or 4-goal swing between them and the Sundowns. What you want to see from Orlando Pirates, and I think this is umpago from Coach Mandla Ncikazi, Coach Abdeslam Wadu, Phumuzo Manenze, everyone who's involved in that team with those players to say, look, this you're going to need to inculcate in your players. A match does not always have to be a contest. Ubobo mentioned something about the tempo, and that has to do with this thing of not closing games. You cannot run from the minute number 1 to minute number 90. You can do that if you're chasing the game, but you have to close the door for opposition. What I see from a Sundowns, and I think this is a huge difference between these two teams, is that I've been bored by Sundowns matches. They are boring. They play Esperance. One goal is in that game in the first leg, one goal in the second leg, whatever. There's not 2 goals in that in those games. And the first thing you see is Ronan injured or not? You see him go down. You see some players go down as well. This is what Sundowns learned from playing in Africa year in, year out. We saw it from Coach Tito, which he translated to his Sundowns players because he took it from Africa. In Bombela, when we were celebrating, we thought as Bafana that we had qualified. You saw Nkululeko Nkewu doing this. The coach there was Coach Tito Mosimane. He took that from traveling in Africa, where he realizes, in Africa, and this is research, it's fact, on the African continent, in CAF competitions, the match is 90 minutes, but the ball is in active play for only 55 minutes. No one is calculating that, but some of us are calculating that the ball is in active play only for 50 minutes. That means, for the most part, the ball was outside for a throw. They take 2 minutes for a goal kick. We've seen this even with the coach Mikel Arteta as well. Arsenal, they've been researching and they realize their throw-ins, their long throws, their corners take on average 2 minutes, whilst other teams are taking it in 1 minute. It's championship rounds and they require championship mentality. The door did not need to open for Stellenbosch. I'm not saying Stellenbosch created anything. It's an observation to say umpago to the coaches to say, teach them to kill the games. And this thing about the experience in the Orlando Pirates is that the reason why I'm starting to not like it that much is that it becomes an albatross on their neck. So if they don't have an experience of these situations, okay, no. Then the next best thing, if they don't have the experience, it must come from the technical team to say this, and it must go in training. This is what we're going to do. You are going to get signals from the bench. Sometimes, you will see us holding up a sign of orange.
Yeah.
He gives them signals from the bench, and when they glance once on the bench, they see a signal. It tells them what to do in a certain moment in the game. Well done to Orlando Pirates. Congratulations thoroughly. Well done to Tito Maswanganyi as well. Welcome back. The team needed Tito Maswanganyi, and he comes through at a very important juncture. And you could see that he has not been fit and not been influential versus the other seasons where we would have been talking about Tito Maswanganyi as player of the season, midfielder of the season. He is not in the conversation because he's not been influential. It's been the show of Apolis, it's been the show of Umufugeng. And guess what? Today was Tito Maswanganyi's show. And well done, welcome back to him. There's 3 matches left. Next game, it might be an Apolis match. The other game, it might be a Mufugeng match. The other game, it might be a Mbutuma or Mahopa match. Orlando Pirates are going to need those players. So welcome back and well done to Tito Maswanganyi. It's nice to see him be influential in matches. And you can see that they're managing him because he's not at his fittest. But the Orlando Pirates, by and large, they deserve to win this game. Congratulations to the team. One thing that they need to... Sundowns is boring. It's boring. Sundowns are a shoeshine and piano team, but what you see from Coach Miguel Cardoso is that he plays to win matches and they are uneventful. That's been, like, if I was taking notes down, I've been thinking that Sundowns just look uneventful. Nothing is happening. The opposition is not creating. Sundowns scores 1 or 2 goals and then the match is over. And you don't have a sniff. You don't smell a goal. So Orlando Pirates does not need to unnecessarily invite the opponent to have a shorted goal. When you've secured the result, everything is done. You drag it down. Sipo Chain develop another injury. Every 2 minutes in CAF competitions, and you are going back to CAF competitions, every 2 minutes, ask yourself, Foot, and I was thinking about this now, how is it that you allowed Ilupopo to score 3 goals? If they score 1 goal, Ilupopo, you are away in Congo, what do? Every 3 minutes, someone goes down. You interrupt the rhythm of the game. That's what African teams do because of the traveling in Africa, and they realize, oh, if you guys are going to do it to us, we're going to do it to you as well. Every 3 minutes, interrupt the rhythm of the game.
That is what Lupopo did
when they came to South Africa. Mukoko. Mukoko, I'm like, oh, you are a hero, but you can't play football. People, they are parading you on social media, but I couldn't see you trap the ball, shoot the ball. What is it? He was famous because he was fighting people, giving them red cards and all of that. That's what you need to do. We don't need that, of course, in South Africa because we don't like that. But you can you kick the ball. One final that I will never forget in my life was MC Alger or USM Alger playing against Young Africans. It was a CAF Confederations Cup final 3 years ago. You know what happened in that game? In the second leg of that final, every time the ball went out, the ball boys threw in 2 balls. As soon as the home team scored 1 goal, so that they are leading that game. Every time the ball is a 2 or 3. I'm not condoning that. I don't like that. It doesn't look appealing. But these teams know how to drag so that when you compose yourself, you're trying to put together combinations, it's very difficult. You can't think straight because there's a disruption in the game. So Orlando Pirates is something, if they can learn through experience, because but it's something that can be taught or inculcated from the technical team. Not so much to waste time perhaps, but maybe to circulate the ball a little bit more. If you can't do that, the secondary thing then would be to kick the ball as far away as possible. And for Uchayina to do this, Patrick Tinyam was a specialist for that. Patrick Tinyam. Every match Patrick Tinyam used to stop the game for 7 to 10 minutes. No one was stopping the clock. I was stopping the clock. And I see that to Patrick Tinyam, if Bloemfontein Celtic are leading 1-0, Patrick Tinyam is dragging the clock. So Orlando Pirates need to learn that. Otherwise, this was a game for Orlando Pirates.
That's a former goalkeeper of the season. Patrick Tinyam. Former goalkeeper of the season.
Did he win that award?
He won. Patrick Tinyam was a goalkeeper of the season. I just can't remember the season. Which one was it? Obviously, can you just check for me? But I still remember when he won the goalkeeper of the season. That was Patrick Tinyam. But Mr. Nkewu, I want us to talk. Umahopa, started the game for the Pirates. Namhlanje started the game and he had an excellent game. He had a goal. He influenced the second goal because I think if Echo part, that was going to be an easy save for goalkeeper Usain Stevens. I-impact ka-Evidence Makgopa ibingakanani for Orlando Pirates namhlanje?
Well, it was, he needs to be a target man. He needs to be a reference point for Orlando Pirates. I think Umbuthuma and Makgopa are not the world-class strikers that Orlando Pirates need. But whenever they're there, especially Makgopa, whenever he's there, the minimum we want from him, it's like, Lelepo, Chiefs. We can argue that they don't deserve to play for Chiefs, but when he is there, can you please stay in the box? When we give you the opportunity, can you score them? So to simplify it for Makgopa, he was always in the box. He was always hustling between Musa Lebusa and Olisanda. So you need him to constantly be hustling. I think the last time we saw him, either the previous game, there was a point where he came in the second half, and there's a point where the ball is at the right back. We see him chasing that ball at right back, and then if it's on the left wing, we see him chasing the ball on the left wing as well. So at a basic level, we can argue about whether or not someone is good enough for a big team, and I think it's true that there are players who are not good enough for big teams. But since you are there, it's not the fans' fault that you have been signed by the club. We can only ask for you to be our Dennis Lotter. Stay in your position. When you have a sniff at goal, then have the impact that we need from you, because we will try and help you with your height. And you use your head and your height to outjump, and even in the goal that he scored, he outjumped Olisanda, he outjumped Musa Lebusa, and that's exactly what you need from him. Can you argue that he didn't have a good performance? Yes, of course, because it's not like he was buzzing all over. But in the time of need, champion mentality for championship rounds, he was there to score the opening goal for Orlando Pirates. And in my opinion, Orlando Pirates really needed that opening goal, because if we look at Stellenbosch, Tashane, briefly, Stellenbosch, this is something that they did previously as well, and they will continue to do. Stellenbosch wants, and I see this with European coaches, I watch a lot of football, they want to drag the game for as long as possible. When Mabasa scored the equalizing goal against the Sundowns, Mabasa actually was not in the plans of Coach Gavin Hunt. It took a player, Ujapa, coming in the second half, and he got injured. Second half substitution, gets substituted again, Kwangenu Mabasa. And it was like maybe 15 minutes left. And this is the idea with European coaches as well, to say, not every team in that log table will be an attacking team. Some of us are going to have to live with scraps, and we're going to have to try and drag the matches, to drag them as long as possible. If I'm still alive in the 70th minute, then I can look at my bench and say, can I then not gamble, put one striker for a midfielder because it's 0-0, maybe we could get a goal. And sometimes, even the logic of these coaches, and I interrogate it and I see it, I follow it. If there are 16 teams in a league, there are only 2 teams who are better than everyone. Financially, with the quality of players, with the history, there are only 2 teams. The rest of us, we must play certain moments in the game. Now, if we are still alive on the 70th minute, then we might roll the dice. Sometimes they don't even mind being 1-0 down. You see it even in CAF Champions League. You don't mind being 1-0 down for as long as we know we will throw in a hand grenade with 15 minutes left. We will show, and this is the hand grenade that worked for Iwedat Casablanca against Sundowns when Umvala scored the own goal to knock out the Sundowns on goal difference. Is that you're not alive the whole game, but if you only need 1 goal with 20 minutes, that's the game that they're playing. And then they'll throw a hand grenade or a dynamite to create a confusion. They might throw in they might tell a centre back to go and play striker, or they might throw in a striker. That's what Gavin Hunt was trying to do in this game, and even the game is Sundowns. And he got something from the game is Sundowns. He's not looking to play Pirates at their game and lose 5-2. Because guess what? When you lose 5-0, and I've seen this, the obsession that I have with the game is such that I even checked this, that what is the statistic for teams who have lost 6-0? So TS Galaxy, when they lost 6-0, they are most likely going to lose the next game as a result of the psychological impact of losing 6-0. The team that loses 5-1, 8-1, 7-1, what is their next result? 80% of the time in global football, if you lose by a huge score, you're going to lose. Even if you land in Dangayako on the weekend, you might lose. That's why coaches are obsessed. Even, obviously, they are obsessed with the idea of not losing their jobs as well. But they are obsessed with losing only just by 1-0, so that your owner does not ask you awkward questions. Why did we lose? Are we not good enough? It was embarrassing. We lost 4-0. So they would rather be alive in a game 1-0 for as long as possible until maybe the 80th minute. Maybe then they throw in their wild card. But I think he made a lot of sacrifices today. I think that it was good for a goal. I thought Pirates deserved to win, but I thought it was good for a goal, at least 1 goal, if he wanted to. But he made a lot of sacrifices. But otherwise, well done to Orlando Pirates.
Mr. Nkewu, thank you so much for your analysis, my good sir. Usibukele rugby. I've never seen
you
Ubobe
have
watching
time,
rugby.
you have
I've
time,
never seen
Arsenal.
Ubobe watching rugby.
You have time, it's 1-0.
If Arsenal was losing there, you'd be showing me Arsenal. But okay.
It's still 1-0.
Okay, still 1-0. All right, let's wrap it up. From Athlone Stadium, it's Stellenbosch 0, Orlando Pirates 2. Thank you so much for watching iDiskiTV.
Hola Bafethu, this is Junior Kanye. Please subscribe to iDiskiTV.
This is Bongane Benedict Villagazi, they call me so. Niyazi bafethu, ama coach for life, they are back in winning ways. Please, siyacela ukuthi subscribe iDiskiTV.